So in this tutorial I am going to show you a couple of little tools called the clone tool, which is that, and the blur and smudge tools, which allow you to kind of blend in one layer with the other. So we've got the fox layer and we've got the owl body. So what I'm going to do is going to press Control plus to zoom in quite quick, and the first thing I'm going to use is the clone tool, and I press Alt. Right, so I've got the clone tool there, which is that one there like a stamp, and I've pressed Alt on the area I want to copy some fur from. And if I, oh, hang on, doesn't like that. Alt, click, and does that. It looks a bit weird, but actually what happens is if I start drawing, I get some fur down here. I want to get rid of that. Okay, so this is a little bit of a furry chest for the fox owl type hybrid I'm producing. And I'm just going to get the rubber, the eraser, and I'm going to drop the size and also the hardness. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe a bit too small there. I'll play around. But basically what I've done is I've managed to get some of the fox's fur using that clone tool to appear on the fox's chest. Okay, so when we zoom out now, looks like he's got a little slight bit of chest hair. I'm not massively fond of that though. It doesn't look that great, but you know, you can kind of play around with that a bit. I'm going to use the clone tool again just to show you. I'm going to make this size a lot smaller, about here, and I'm going to go back to the I'm on the clone tool. I press Alt and I click here. There we go. Adding it all the way down the fox. Let's drop the size a bit more into the little corners there. Just a weird sort of combination of fox and owl using fox's fur. Okay, so you could do stuff like that. We can also use something called the, it doesn't look that great to be fair, but there we go. We can use the blur tool and the smudge tool. Now the smudge tool is quite a cool one. I want to turn the fox's ears into sort of like tufty owl-like ears. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the smudge tool and run it along the length there like that. Like that. So got a bit more of that. And also I want to blend in the fox's white hairs with this bit at the bottom. So it's a bit like Doge now, doesn't it? And we can use the blur tool to blur all that together and blur it all out a bit. It's just a bit of a weird sort of combination, but there you go. So the blur tool, if you click here, it should automatically blur everything together quite nicely. Blurs the edges out. It should do anyway. So look. Yeah, so that's more like it. That's one hybrid fox and owl. Don't like the chest hair, but there's not much I can do about it now. Alright, so finally, if you right click on this layer and you merge down, so right click on the top layer and merge down, it's all, I'll just double click on that, I'm going to rename it. Okay, I'm going to rename that as fox owl. I've got my first hybrid animal I've created, and I can move that all around as one single thing, because remember, this is going to be part of a poster, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to go to free transform, and I'm just going to make that a bit smaller. My first little hybrid animal. I really wish I hadn't put that red hair on the chest, but you know, I'm going to have to live with it now. And I'm going to control and minus to zoom out, so that's now going on there, anywhere I want it to go. That's part of my poster. Alright, so that's it. Fully made hybrid animal.